Hey guys, today we're talking distance running weight training. I'm gonna give you my favorite kettlebell combo with some swings, some lunges, and some push-ups. Guys, whole body strength matters a whole heap for running strong. It's so important. We are so limited these days in what we do as human beings. We are very passive throughout the day, working even if we're moving around. We're moving in such limited ranges of motion from our car to a desk chair. Even if I'm standing at a standing desk, I'm not challenging that range of motion in my body and that coordination so much. And when I lose that range of motion, that strength and coordination, that shows up, or more importantly, doesn't show up when I really need it, which is in my running. Running is such a great athletic outlet, but once again, it's in such limited patterns that we can start to get ourselves in trouble. So strength training, as you know, is so important because it gives me that big buffer of movement and of strength to be that runner who is a lot more resilient. So today we're featuring our kettlebell swing, our kettlebell lunge, and our push-ups as a way of just kind of hitting all those areas that we need to hit. The swings are so fantastic for strong core and midline, a lot of hamstring and glute. We'll go over that in a second. The lunges are once again great for a little bit of balance and stability, hip extension, really challenging those legs. And then obviously push-ups is gonna be a really good kind of core midline bias with posture and our shoulders. The main workout, guys, is gonna be this. You're gonna do 20 seconds of each exercise in succession. So it's gonna be 20 seconds of swings, immediately into 20 seconds of lunges, immediately into 20 seconds of push-ups. You're going for quality repetitions, but if you can go quality repetitions and fast, I want you to go crazy, right? That's gonna be the main focus there. You're gonna do 5 rounds, you're gonna rest for 20 seconds, and then you're gonna do 5 rounds of this. So notice this workout's only gonna be like 5, 6, 7 minutes long, but it's a little butt kicker. If you can work up to doing more reps in that 20 seconds, or you can start to add more rounds. You could build all the way up to 10 rounds total. The next little segment, we're gonna break these movements down, show you how to do them, and how to have a good workout. First up, we have our kettlebell swings. We have Holly showing us how to do it. Holly, say hi.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, there we go. So Holly has her kettlebell right down there, so she's gonna go ahead and pick this guy up. And actually, Holly, I just want you to turn sideways and demonstrate to these good folks how you're picking this kettlebell up. She's doing such a good job of hinging over with a nice straight back. So notice that she already picks up, she's in a good position. She's not letting herself round. Could you show us picking up with a rounded back? Good. Her back's a little arched, picking up that way. So we just want to avoid that. And if you've never deadlifted before, deadlifting is a great place to start. Now, with this kettlebell, what I like to do is start with this little catch and release rhythm where I'm just gonna first, actually even before we get into the catch and release rhythm, we're just gonna go through the range of motion. So she's just gonna push her hips back to almost where she would be at the end of the kettlebell. Yeah, in that bottom position. You can just hold that bottom position for a quick second, and then she's gonna stand up tall. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your butt. That's gonna be the effective range of motion of that kettlebell swing. Go back again one more time, push those hips back. Notice that her shins are nice and vertical, back's nice and straight, she stands up tall, boom. Belly and butt is squeezed tight. Those are those top and bottom of that kettlebell swing. Now what we're gonna do is start with some very small swings where she's gonna get into that catch and release pattern. So small swings, and notice that there's a catch and release, catch and release, catch and release. I have to move fast with my hips here to get comfortable to have this. And I can just start with these nice low swings, not too hard, and I have that rhythm. Once I have that, I can start to build the swing up and get a little higher. So catch, release, catch, release. Notice she's starting to swing up a little bit higher. Good, excellent. And you know, she could go probably just about eye height and everything else. There's 2 ways to make the kettlebell swing harder. One is to swing higher, and the second one is to swing a heavier kettlebell. So those are our kettlebell swings. Nice job, Holly. So immediately after we've done our swings, we're gonna go into our kettlebell lunges. Holly's gonna pick up that kettlebell. Again, good position. And notice how she just kind of, cleaned that kettlebell up. You don't have to be quite as smooth and elegant as she is because Holly is a pro. But notice how she's holding this kettlebell. I'm gonna have her turn sideways so you can see by the side. She's got good posture. She's got her elbows tucked in tight, holding this kettlebell in this goblet style front rack position. That's what we're gonna go for here. Now, once this kettlebell is up here, she's gonna go ahead and step forward for that lunge. And she's gonna do a few lunges just so you can see. She's gonna step forward, drop down, step forward, drop down. Now I'm actually gonna pick on Holly's lunge just a little bit because she's doing some good jobs, but there's one or two things that are very common that all runners do that we can do a little bit better. I want you to step forward again, Holly, and I want you to hold that bottom of that lunge position if you can. Notice that her knee has gone a little forward of her shin. And one of the things we like to do, there we go, she made a quick adjustment, is to keep that shin nice and vertical. That really helps keep us very strong and connected. So what we're actually gonna do is modify this lunge by adding a little pause in it. She's gonna step out, she's gonna pause for a second, get strong and stable, and then she's gonna drop down on that back leg. Good, step back. She's gonna step with the other leg, she's gonna pause, find balance and stability, and then step down on the next leg, and then she's gonna do a couple there. When she feels like she can lunge, keeping that front shin vertical, all of a sudden she can get rid of those little pauses and she can do a lot more smooth. And just kind of showing you from the front, her feet are staying kind of wide, her knees not diving in or anything there, she's staying very strong and connected. Those are our kettlebell lunges. So we're now working on our push-ups. We've moved Holly out of the grass because we're gonna be honest, there's a lot of dogs and there's a lot of dog pee and we're sparing Holly. So she doesn't have to touch that. So she's gonna get into her plank position here. Her hands are gonna be directly underneath her shoulders. That's really important. So make your hands really wide, Holly, right? We're not way out here, and then bring your hands in front of your shoulders, like walk them forward. A lot of times, a lot of us set up our push-ups here. It's too wide and too far forward. She's gonna bring her hands in underneath and nice and tight in there. She's gonna spread her fingers nice and wide so she can really screw those hands into the ground, lots of connection. The other things we really care about is that her legs are gonna be on or connected, her belly and butt's gonna be squeezed really, really tight, and she's gonna be pressing away through those shoulders. Can you show us a softer position where the legs are a little soft? See, everything kind of sags, right? No saggy, sad horses or strong flex quads, butt squeeze, belly and butt tight. Everything's on and connected. Now, the way we like to do this push-up is to actually initiate this movement by, if my elbow were to stay nice and vertical, she's actually gonna shift forward at the shoulders and she's gonna drop down in her push-up that way. There we go. So the bottom, her forearms are nice and vertical. She's doing such a great job. Go forward again, drop down, back through, and we'll give her one more and then we'll give her a little break. There we go, excellent. And she can just drop down and rest for a quick second. Now, those are really hard push-ups to do. Holly has practiced a lot. She makes them look easy, but they are far from it. Some of the common mistakes we see with this push-up is actually that not only is the body soft, but the elbow starts to flare out to the side. Holly, can you show us that one? So she's out here. So the elbow is gonna bend out to the side even more. She's actually she's so good at push-ups, she's having a hard time doing this badly. Oh, you can have better bad push-ups than that. Let those elbows break. Man, I'm gonna have to show you. There we go. Oh yeah, get ugly. Let those elbows flare that way. She's having a hard time. But that's that one mistake we see where the shoulders aren't going forward, the elbows flare out to the side. Now, if I'm having a hard time with this push-up, I can modify this thing by lowering from my toes and pressing up from my knees. So let's see what this looks like. She's here, she's gonna lower down all the way. She's then gonna drop to her knees and then press up from her knees. So she's gonna lower from her toes, drop to her knees, press up from her knees. This is a nice way to do that as opposed to knee push-ups all the time, because when I get back to that full plank, I can get a little bit better position and I got my push-up. If you like this strength training video, go ahead and do us a favor, hit that like button down below. If you have any comments or questions that we talked about, definitely talk to us, hit those comments. If you want more videos like this, as well as more great run content on marathon training, half marathon training, on injury prevention, definitely subscribe to the Run Experience. We got so much great content coming out all the time. We'd love to have you on there. And finally, if you are interested in a free gift, all on strength training. We have a 2-week quick start strength program we want to send you as well on key run strength exercises you need to do, as well as some mobility and injury prevention to stay strong and healthy. All you need to do to get it is to click this link in this video. If you happen to be on a mobile device, go ahead and click that link down below. Either way, it's just going to take you to a page where once you're there, all you need to do is enter your name and your email. I'll be able to personally send you our quick start strength guide. You're going to love it. And once again, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next video.